Alright, hello everybody. Oh my god, it's echoing. I can hear my echo. Let me mute that on my end, so because hearing my echo is annoying. But let me post commentary. It's basically explaining what's going on here at the beginning of this bonus part. What I'm doing is getting an achievement called Settings World Champion, where I must go and put on every setting. It's, I believe, turning everything on and off and going through every single click thing one at a time, which I use using the arrows. This is sped up. What is it, like 400%, 500%? I sped this up quite a bit. I was timing this, but at some point I think I accidentally, my hand accidentally slips to the button. Yeah, there it is. To the button that stop the timer by accident, so I eventually just get it off screen at some point. Yeah, this achievement, it's just, you just do everything, and it's just, yeah, you do this. Some stuff is a little weird. You'll see at some point is that I forget, don't get the achievement, and I'm confused a bit. It's like, okay, what did I not do? And I forgot to switch through every language setting, because that's a thing. I've heard some places say that it's like, oh, you have to do this on every single language as well. That's not the case. I got the achievement without doing all the sliders on every single language, thankfully. That's thankfully not the case. Thankfully, you don't need to do this on every single language. So, yeah. It's still annoying, but it's not like it's the worst achievement or anything. There's still playing the game the entirety of a Tuesday, which I actually attempted to do. I thought you'd kind of leave the game running a bit. I kind of just was like, alright, I'm gonna put Stanley in, like, that infinite elevator loop and, you know, see if I get the achievement. I did not get the achievement for playing it on the entirety of a Tuesday. It's an achievement, I guess, you have to actually be, I guess, somewhat active throughout that entirety of Tuesday for it to work, so whatever. It was an attempt. I need a break, and that was the day. It's like, I'll leave that running in the background while I take a break today. But yeah, I tried that. It didn't work for me, and yeah, that sucked. It just didn't work. Yep, and here's me being confused about why I didn't get the achievement, and looking up and double checking, like, what the heck I did wrong. Yeah. Yeah, so that's, yeah, that was this achievement. I will stop the post-commentary now and get back to, this is me double checking. I did all the little clicks for everything. So yeah, I will be heading, and I'll be stopping the post-commentary right now. Oh yeah, you have to put in stuff for like all of these as well. God, I did that. I made sure. God, yeah, I'll be, stopping now, and I'll see you back then. Alright. Post-commentary over. Water. What time is it? 3:30 in the morning. Does anyone truly, really, truly know? Of course I don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? I just got done playing the goddamn Settings World Champion achievement. Jeez. God. This is what I do, like a day job, and now job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being honest, the clock doesn't have anything to do Doesn't do anything in the game anyways. I know that. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. I don't like being alone, you liar! Time for me to leave. You know, one more sentence that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. Not in my job description, but that's okay. Have to see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. My God. I see that! We're not doing that yet. I see that. We're not doing that yet. There is... So, hello everybody. Welcome back to Stanley Parable Deluxe. There's a few things that we have not done yet. We started with the Sentence World Champion. Achievement, which I had not done yet.
What could it mean?
And there's
Stanley
a few
decided
more
to go to the meeting
to
room.
get.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate. As such, Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
So there's a few things to do.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
A few more narration lines, kind of like that.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
No.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
I'm
No.
not. One of them being we're going to glitch out of the game with the
such
bucket.
effort.
Bye.
A measly 5 clicks. Yes, whispered the bucket
There we
into
go.
Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken
So I
to
forgot to
curb
do
the
this.
madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of
What
inspiration
the
begins
f*** are
to
you
dim.
saying?
The opportunity
I mean, I know it's
to do
3:30 in
so
the
much
morning,
more.
so I'm
There
tired,
was so
but like,
much
come on.
it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his imagination as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of...
What the fuck?
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
The fuck?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what the fuck, man? Also, no, we are messing with the bucket at least one more time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
There is extra dialogue I missed for not clicking on everything. Just... Come on. Dialogue, pop up. I know you're they're here for me clicking them on stuff.
Stanley clicked on literally
There it is.
every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
That's funny. Anyways, there is an ending that I did not get outside the bucket glitch ending, so there's an ending we need to get and
When Stanley
do it
came
again
to a set of 2
with the
open
bucket.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
But first, I believe there is dialogue if I sit here for a while. I don't know how long. I know it's going to be a while, so I'll cut to it.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Is that it? Okay. I get it. I'll move on. Okay, so while we head to this new ending, there is an ending that was in the original 2013 Stanley Parable that
Yet
is
there
not
was not a single person here
in
either.
this
Feeling a wave
version.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That ending would be the cheating ending, but since this game was also, Deluxe version was also made for consoles,
Stepping into his
and
manager's
it,
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
So, since this Deluxe version was also made for consoles, it's not possible to get the cheating ending in this version. So that tracks no cheating version.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley.
I feel like they could have found some way to do it. Do it kind of like if you ever played Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. They found ways to do stuff that they had to do when they transferred to consoles. I don't know. I feel like they could have found a way. Anyways, our next ending that I had to absolutely look up to figure out what I had to do to get this ending.
Descending deeper into the building,
I had to figure out what endings I missed.
He felt
I absolutely had to look up.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I'm here. Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Geronimo!
To find out.
You can just do that. Well, now what?
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
Ha! Clever.
And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done. Good job. You did it. Good job.
Good job, you made it to the bottom of the You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful, you should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you, I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Feelings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
That's hilarious.
You did it. Good.
Oh my god, I never knew this was a bug in the original. Oh my god.
You did it.
I never knew that was a bug in the original. Jeez. Alright, let's do it again, but with the bucket. Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
And we're back.
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
And there we go.
What horrible secret did this place hold? But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
I think that would hurt.
What to do next?
More.
Stanley wondered.
That would,
Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
What?
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
What?
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well.
How?
A sort of kitchenette.
How did you do this?
For when the bucket was craving paninis.
How did you...
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel...
How did you get this stuff?
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control
it's
facility.
right up there.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was inconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending adventure. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Oh, that's the end. Okay. There's,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I believe
Stanley
there is
decided to go to the
only...
meeting room. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
I believe there's like only 2 endings left. There's the epilogue ending, which you saw for a moment there on the title screen. And there's the playing the baby game for 4 hours. Hello.
This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
I think we already heard that one.
Anytime you believe you
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Doing the baby game for 4 hours. I have a doctor's appointment today, so I don't have time right now do that because of my doctor's appointment, so I will attempt that when I get
decided
back.
to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
So I'll attempt the 4-hour baby game afterward, after I get back from the doctor's appointment.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
But until we do that, I want to know all the dialogue for picking up the bucket because it still hasn't ended yet. There's so much dialogue
Stanley
for picking up
decided to go to the meeting room to
stupid
check on
bucket.
his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
the bucket. How much dialogue is
All
with
of
just
his
picking up
co-workers
this
were
stupid
gone.
bucket?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes. I love that bucket.
How much dialogue is with this bucket? Oh my god!
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together.
What? How much dialogue?
All of his it's bucket time.
Hello, whiteboard ending.
All of his co-workers were
How
gone.
much
What
dialogue
could it
is
mean?
with this stupid
Stanley
bucket?
decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
Okay, I finally found the end. Okay, finally found the end of that. Oh my god. So, I'm gonna cut, and next time you see cut, I will begin my attempt at the baby game. The 4-hour baby game. So yeah, that'll be that. Alright, we're back and we're heading towards the baby game. I'm going to try, I got the live split open because this will probably
Okay,
take,
I'm going to
longer
stop you there.
than 4
Now, tell
hours
me about your
because
experience with this new
needs to be open.
version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
Also, might
here.
as well hear a little bit
Oh,
just
of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful.
I can kind of hear it
Here,
without
based on the
headphones
data
on,
from your previous
but, I
playthrough,
don't
I've
wanna
compiled a new
scream
version. And to be perfectly
the whole time,
candid,
very
I think I've
loudly,
knocked
so
it out of
it's
the park with
awkward
this
for
one.
good reason.
Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
this takes
and
4
now would be a
hours.
lovely
It's
opportunity
9:01
to give it some
now.
play
Should
testing.
get done around
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
1 something, 'cause I'll have to
Perfect.
pause
Let
for
me boot it
bathroom
up.
breaks.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. So clearly you're in it for the long haul. Although I find it hard not to believe you're simply running a program to click the button over and over automatically, which kind of ruins the point of the game, don't you think? Wouldn't that take the art out of it? You can tell me in your post-playtest analysis. Just popping in to say hi. I hope you weren't expecting more regular intervals of commentary from me, but that's not why you're here, is it? You're here for the game, for the art, for the endless endlessly spiraling sense of pointlessness and despair. Yes, this is what drives your every action. Keep clicking that button. For hope, for freedom, for science, for love. Don't ever stop. You heartless.
I lost. I lost because I slipped. I slipped and... I can't do this. I give up. I can't. I cannot do this. No. I cannot do this. No. I can't do this.
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the...
I can't do this. I can't do this. I tried. There was my attempt at it. I'm not trying again. No, I'm not trying again. The fucking puppy threw me off way too much. Whoa. Because having to move back and forth between the buttons, I fucking slipped. I slipped on the WASD and I hit the wrong button when trying to move back. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, we're done. We are done with that. No. We are done with that. We're not doing this. No. No, we're done. We're done. Oh my god. Okay. So. Stuff I did fucking... By the way, I did the achievement for speedrun off screen. We'll get the fucking epilogue. I'll get the epilogue later. I'm gonna fucking break and then next time I record it'll be the epilogue and we'll be done. Be done. I am not doing the fucking baby game again. No. I cannot do the puppy and baby at the same time for 2 hours. No. Holy shit, no. Absolutely not. No way. No. Hello So, we're back. It's time for the epilogue, because I cannot think of literally anything else to do in this game. I think we are here at the end, pretty much. It's time for the epilogue. This is the last thing we have to do in Stanley Parable 2. Let's do it. The end's never the end, but we're at epilogue, so... I don't know what you mean by end is never end when we're going into an epilogue. Something that kind of means the end. Many, many years later. Can I get my 10 years later achievement? I don't think so. I have to actually wait 10 years. Ha ha! Ha! Back here. Oh boy. Where'd you get the chair from? Man, the music is overwhelming. Great. Oh God. More chairs! Wow, there's chairs everywhere! Is that like a sand tornado there? It's hard to see. It's so loud! Everything is loud today! I gotta scream! Oh God. Ow! Into the sunset we go! Oh! We're back here! In the memory zone house. Stanley Parable 2. Okay, the music's finally calming down, thank goodness. Just all crumbled apart and everything. What's this? Cookie Nine's blog. Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time in the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel. When the first game teamed with originality, Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. I think Span 1 made the first enjoyable. The sequel veers off into territory when you asked for. Infinitely deep, who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure lines? Did we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines? Even this effort feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say that I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve. No! Microphone! Now. Microphone, please set up. Alright. Anything on the back? Oh. Cat dog born. Scientists confirm hybrid species. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Sign up for updates.
Jim.
When Stanley Parable 2 launched When Stanley Parable launched Max in 2013, the creators planned to build the property into an entire franchise. But disasters, critical, and commercial are set in Stanley Parable 2 has prompted developers to rethink their ambitions. It's outlined in a press release developed today. Heard that more Stanley Parable is just now what the fans want. It's a press release. We thought that we had a vision for a series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on a promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, stop assaulting fans with reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release.
Jim.
at the figurines here. Or the figlies. Or Stanlerines. $26 of them. Whoa, where am I? Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh. Hello again. Hi. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. But terrible learning there will be another Stanley Parable game. I am fine with that. The developer said to preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. Stanley Parable's not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw Lexius. Keep making Stanley Parable games till the sun explodes. Let's run his franchise to the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was an error's problem. He was so obsessed with what people saw his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All I have to do is change the number of games telescoping. Also, I really need a really dumb subtitle for a game, something loud and gaudy. I'm going to try combining some random words here and make a new title for our game. Passion of the Snake. Passion of the Snake. It's hard. I love it. Every time you start the game, we'll advance the number of sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. Now, Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like lots of work. We don't need to do that. Just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to say as well. Don't do it. Understand, sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. Ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Wait. Can you actually do that? Can you, like, have it change Stanley Parable 3 and then 4 and 5 and 6 and so on and so forth? Wait.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, hello. Back. Good to see you again. You can see the idea. Would you like to start doing that? Fine. New sequel every time you start the game. Now, since you put faith money, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm not saying Miri never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It didn't bother me. Let's fix it. Alright there, the achievement machine's all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep the train rolling. Same Parable cannot end. It can only spiral and not stop forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great, there's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. 2:40 p.m. and 2:41 p.m. Just switched. Please just slide on your computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy Stanley Parable. What the fuck? This is a story of a man named Stanley. I'm going to skip.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket's there. This is open again. Expo Hall. Return to the Expo Hall.
Give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given.
Does she
As you
play
can
the
see,
door?
the machine
It
isn't
worked!
working yet since... What?
I got it.
Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Yes! Got the achievement.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just... What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh man, I was worried about cutting him off. That's new. There we go, because we got that achievement earlier.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity?
What is that?
I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, interesting. All right, I'll exit now. I'll go to the exit now.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Alright. Bumpscosity, adjust the bumpscosity. 1, 12, 50, 76, 100, 1,000. Very bumpscosity. That's it, I think. I think that's like everything I wanted. That's everything I really wanted
All
to
of
look
his
at.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And then we can go back in here, yep.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is the end. We did everything I pretty much wanted to do. Pretty much with this, looked at everything. We looked at like everything in this game. And it's interesting that the epilogue could be like, hey, you can make Stanley Parable 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 blah. You just keep making random titles. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's silly. It's like, oh yeah, it's a sequel. Does it mean anything? I don't know. I get definitely, I guess, playing on sequels that feel like they don't mean anything. I hear that Call of Duty is like that nowadays. I remember when Call of Duty, it felt like Call of Duty really cared about the stuff it made. Black Ops, Modern Warfare games. It felt like it actually really cared about the content and stuff that it made, and it felt like it really put time and care into each of the games and sequels. I hear that Call of Duty nowadays doesn't feel like that. I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time. I hear that's the case for like Call of Duty, and I know that can feel like that's some of the case, I guess, for some sequels I hear is where it's like, it feels like feels very similar to last, doesn't feel very much different. It doesn't feel,
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
We are not on good terms after the stupid baby game. No, we are not on good terms. That's, that I could see that being like a play, the sequel thing being a play on something like that with, sequels. And now it's like, hey, sequels that actually mean something versus sequels that feel like they don't mean anything. I understand that, and I've played other games that make fun of that too, Then, I was actually on Twitter before recording this, and it's like, oh yeah, there's this thing about how, we've reached a point where it's like, well, if this movie doesn't have franchising potential and have like 4 potential sequels, we gotta scrap it or something. Like, I read something on Twitter before I hopped in. It's like, fitting to talk about this now when I'm doing this. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Some things don't need sequels or extra updates or anything. Some things can just be left the way it is. For the stuff that Ultra Deluxe added, the thing that, you know, Ultra Deluxe, you know, had a lot of fun stuff. It was great. All the bucket stuff was great. But the core game is still, I think, the best part. I think my favorite ending of the game is the new one with the skip button. I think that is my favorite ending. The core game of Stanley Parable is still probably overall its strongest part, more than any of the new content really added. Again, the new content was great until I lost my mind with the bucket, but it's great, but you know, you can't do that without having a really strong core like this game like the original is, and that's fantastic, and it's great. Now I will play this game in 10 years to get the 10 years achievement. Like 10 years. I actually tried to mess with the clock to get that. It didn't work because the Steam desynced, and it's like, okay, I don't know, other people cheating. It didn't work for me. I'll wait 10 fucking years, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's going to be it for Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Alright. Hold me to this. Hold me to this. Maybe. If I am still doing YouTube, or, you know, if I don't get hit by a bus or anything, you know, I'm still alive. I'm still doing YouTube. I'm still doing this YouTube stuff, you know, for fun or whatever. You know, in 10 years, hold me to booting up the game and getting that 10-year achievement. It is currently, at the time of recording, it is May 11th, 2022, right? That is the current time that there's a current date that this is being recorded. Which means if I am 33 and still doing it, very doubtful, but still doing this in 2032, tell me to boot this up sometime after that date. I'll say like the beginning of June or something of 2032, if I still, you know, am at this. And if I haven't actually touched this game, you know, in 10 years. Because this is a game that was definitely an experience, but I'm, you know, after looking at it all, not much. Once you hear all the dialogue stuff, doesn't feel like much to replay super much. So yeah, that will be all for Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Next time, starting a new Let's Play that I've been meaning to Let's Play forever. Been meaning to do this before Pikmin 2. Before Pikmin 2. Yeah. Will it get done before the quarry comes out? I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. But we'll see. Even if it goes over with the quarry coming out, whatever. That'll be it for all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.